Hey guys, it's Coco Tarot back again with another message. We're just going to get right into it and see what you guys need to know right now. I hope everyone is doing well. So, messages for the collective. What does the collective need to know right now? What are they going through? What energy are they facing? Thank you so much. 3 cards for the collective, please. Okay. We got the Tower and the 10 of Wands in the struggle position. The 8 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. So there's definitely some kind of struggle going on right now. There could be something that you need to walk away from, collective. This could be in the form of a partnership or walking away from someone in general. For some of you guys, you had to move or leave your home for unknown reasons. I'm seeing the Moon card here, but it's almost like you had to run away from something or walk away. For some of you, this is a property or some kind of home, like I said, but it's almost like you had to take your stuff and go. You know, maybe you had to take valuables with you and move. For some of you guys, you could have been forced out, but you left, I'm hearing, in breach of contract, or you broke a contract, or a contract became void because of a certain situation. For some of you guys, you don't know where to turn right now. This could be a very stressful period for you. You could be experiencing from little bit of stress to a lot of stress right now. For some of you guys, you had to walk away from a mother or a father. I'm just seeing a lot of stress because of movement, because of having to take your things out before a fire comes in, or protect your belongings. Some of you guys could have had belongings or valuables that you needed to take with you. This could be in the form of a person. But this Tower and 10 of Wands is like, I need to get the heck out of here before it gets worse. So you could have perceived that a situation was going to get worse instead of better. Clarify this. I do feel for a few of you, you didn't want to have to take your stuff and leave so quickly. But there's a reason you did this. Clarify this 3 of Pentacles. What is the 3 of Pentacles? The 8 of Wands. There could definitely be some travel here with the 8 of Wands. You could have had to travel away from a home or travel in general, but it's almost as if with the 8 of Wands upright over the Tower, it's like the universe is kind of, or God, whoever you believe in, opening doors for you out of emergency. I'm hearing emergency funds. Some of you guys could have had to use emergency funds, but you've literally had to travel away from a Tower moment. You saw things crumbling. You grabbed your stuff and said, let's go, let's go, let's go. This could even be moving from the town you're in a rush because you need to relocate to somewhere safer. Some of you guys didn't feel safe where you were, or it wasn't safe anymore. I am seeing God or the divine helping you make a way out here with the 3 of Pentacles. God, Spirit, whoever you believe in, they're working with you to open doors so that you can get out, an emergency exit. There could be a few of you that had to be on a plane that was emergency landed, not where you were supposed to be, but somewhere else. I do see heavy relocation and coming in. I'm hearing in your nearest future. I don't know. I don't read the future, but it's like you are headed somewhere different from where you were, and it's quickly. You're having to adapt quickly to these changes with the Tower moment. Something is having to crumble so that you could walk into something new. Clarify this for the collective. The Sun, yes. Okay. The Sun, the 9 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the 9 of Wands. This is what I'm saying. There has been many clarifications for you to get out of this situation that you're in with the Sun card here. You saw or had this intuitive hit that things were going to get worse instead of better. So you decided to make that swift motion, and it was because the divine or God, whoever you believe in, instructed you that things were going to get worse instead of better. Some of you guys could have already had a bag packed or a suitcase packed or ready to go at a moment's notice because of something. And with this Nine of Cups, it's telling me that maybe this was a disastrous situation that was bigger than you and it's not all about you. But at the same time, you having to leave this disastrous situation ends up being a wish fulfillment because it's bringing you where you're supposed to be forcefully. That's why you're only carrying what's needed. I'm hearing that analogy where, if you were stranded on an island, what's the 3 things you would take? You're only taking what's needed, your emergency bag. And it's like you go from nothing, having to guard those little things you have, to the Nine of Cups and the Sun, some kind of success or happiness. But as long as you move quickly with your intuition or your instinct. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. This is a new beginning for you, but it's going to be a little tightrope to walk there, a little tight, a little crazy. You might have to save money during this period, so really pay attention to finances. Only spend when you have to, because it's going to be a little tight before you can get some wiggle room. So this is a part of your new beginning. This disruption, this emergency exit is so that you can have a perfect landing is what I'm hearing. Clarify this? You followed your instinct on something, and it's a good thing you did, because I think you'll be happier for it. Even if you don't feel happy about it right now, you could be very upset that you had to leave something behind, someone, a home. But this is a part of something. And like I said, it's almost like a tsunami coming to a town. Obviously that God didn't send the tsunami for you, but at the same time, you're a part of that. So now you have to leave where you are to experience something else. And it could be hard. Some of you guys are having to stay with family members, or maybe you don't have as much as you had when you were in that comfortable spot, but it will get comfortable again with the Nine of Cups. Try to unlock as many resources as you can during this period, and pay attention to your mental health too. This stress could weigh you down because you could feel like you are leaving behind so much, but I promise you, collective, you're gaining so much while, you know what I mean, on the way there or when you get there. And it might not seem like it right now, but you're gonna look back and be like, man, if that tsunami never happened, I would have never gotten out of that town, or I would have never gotten to where I am today. And that today could be in the future for you, but it's there. Some of you guys are staying with family members, and that could be stressful in itself because you don't have your own space right now. You're having to rely on others a little bit more, and maybe that's the point. Page of Wands. Clarify the Page of Wands. Sad squirrel. It's funny because we had that happy squirrel pop up, and the Magician. You're forcefully having to manifest something that God is preparing you for, or that God wants for you. The Queen of Swords and the Four of Swords. Yeah. There is this need for rest during all this stress. Some of you guys could have had to run away with a child or protect a child. But this is a part of some greater manifestation. And with the Page of Wands here, it's also an adventure. And you're probably not happy about it with the sad squirrel, but this adventure, it's kind of like roll with the punches, save as much money as you can, and try to rest when you can, collective. It could be hard to rest because of the stress, because of so much weighing on your mind, but half of this battle needs to be fought by you, and the other half is being fought by God or your angels or your spirit team. So follow that guidance, because it's leading you to some kind of manifestation or some kind of adventure that you can't really see right now because you're in the thick of it. You're in, you know what I mean? You're in the brush, you're in the woods, you're in the darkness. So it's hard to really see that sun card, that light. Don't overcommit yourself to things right now as well. There's something about being a little bit flexible and open so that you can have rest. If you don't feel up to doing something, don't agree to it. Even if you feel like you're trying to help someone, there's something here about putting your oxygen mask on first and really focusing on yourself or on your child, or having a moment of peace when you can. Instead of running to help others, let others help you right now in this time. Reaching out to your community could help a lot. Like I said, allocating resources if you can. The Queen of Swords is very intellectually sound. So this will be a period where you're going to have to be grounded. And you could feel forcefully grounded because you're in this situation. You know, when we go through something that we're not expecting, you know, an apartment fire or totaling our car, or, you know, something that really puts our plans in the opposite of motion, it can feel like we're being forced to be grounded, but there is a reason for that spiritually, I promise you. The people around you could feel like you're in a bit of a bitchy mood, but I think it's because you're a little stressed, collective, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. So don't feel too bad about that. There is this need for you to be in your intellectual side while you go through this. But we're going to get into some ending messages to see what else you guys need to know. I will be praying for you in this period, especially if you had to have, I'm hearing emergency landing, emergency exit. God forced you out of a place. And it could have not just been you, it could have been a community of people because of something that happened. Can we get an ending message for the collective? What do they need to know at the end of this reading? Thank you so much. Ending message for the collective. I don't know why this card is reminding me of David Bowie right now. Maybe you like David Bowie or you were listening to him recently. But I'm really feeling, especially with the clown face here, there could be some embarrassment about your situation because you have a lack of resources, or maybe you're just not feeling your best when it comes to facing the things around you, that Queen of Swords card. But this is a new beginning. It's a struggle, but this is some kind of healing or something that needs to happen. And there's a lot of stress here, and you could feel like there's egg on your face, or like you're having to juggle a lot. There's also this encouragement for you to have a little lightheartedness right now, even if it's hard. Some of you guys could be in your childhood bedroom. I don't know why I'm feeling that, or something about a child's bedroom. Clarify this for the collective. Thank you so much. We got the 1 and the threshold. Why am I hearing you've reached your limit? Wow. So what I'm seeing here with the 1 card, it's almost like I said earlier, this could be a natural disaster or a community event or something that a lot of people had to go through together. And that doesn't make it any less hard. But with the threshold here, it feels like you are collectively shifting with a group of other people that have been through something similar. So this is going to be really specific for some of you, but it's almost, it's reminding me of, you know, 2020 when they called it the great equalizer, where we all became equal. We all kind of became one and realized that this caste system or these systems and places and hierarchies that we put ourselves in, at the end of the day, all it takes is one disaster or one natural occurrence to put us all in the same boat, the same oneness. And there's a threshold there, there's an opening, there's a portal into a collective consciousness, and that's what you're walking into. Like I said earlier, reaching out to your community or helping others or receiving help from others is really important right now, because you're creating a oneness, not just within yourself, but within the people around you through a tragic event. This could even be like a death in the family and you having to reach out and be closer to family because of it, because of a tragedy. So I am feeling here that this situation has put you, like I said, very grounded, back on solid ground, where now there's this evenness or equality between you and a group of people because of what you've been through. So it's really important to reach out or to communicate with other people who have been through something similar as you. You realize that that threshold is found when you connect with others instead of, you know, isolating yourself on a giant mountain. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But some of you guys, you've been in isolation too long. And what happened, I feel the need to say, is bigger than just you. It's affecting a lot of people in different ways, but also in the same way. Very interesting. You're walking into a new way of living, whether you want to or not. Clarify this for the collective. Underneath the lizard skin. You guys are shedding your skin right now, okay? And it can feel very vulnerable, or you don't have that exoskeleton to protect you. But there's something here where you're not the only one shedding. I'm hearing we're all shedding. In the midst of a disaster, in the midst of an emergency exit, you have felt that reptilian monkey brain, or that cord that connects humans together. And you're being forced into a vulnerability that is so uncomfortable right now, but it's allowing you to create a new skin. It reminds me in a video game when you unlock a new loot or a new skin and suddenly you feel like a brand new character and you're playing a brand new game. That's what's happening in your life. It could feel a little embarrassing. That's where I felt that embarrassment. You could be like, oh, I'm really vulnerable. I'm really naked right now. But when you look around, you realize we're all naked. And that's that oneness. And that is your reading for today, guys. And I'll be back soon with another message. Toodaloo.